What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another LEGO YouTube video. Today we're doing a bit of a different LEGO video. Today we are going to be going over my most wanted LEGO Star Wars minifigures that I would like to add to my collection as of recording this. This could, of course, be irrelevant a few months later down the road, as I probably will have gotten a few of these, but for now, these are the ones that I want to add to my LEGO minifigure collection the most, and I feel like I won't be able to get everything on this list realistically, as most of the minifigures on this list are super expensive and are some of the rarest LEGO Star Wars minifigures out there, but I feel like it's still fun to kind of make these lists and go over which minifigures I'd like to have in the collection, even if I most likely won't have them anytime soon. It's still fun to talk about it, and it's a new video idea, so definitely let me know what you guys think of this video down in the comments. If you'd like me to keep making videos like this, let me know. But with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and get into the first minifigure of the 15 that we will list today for my LEGO Star Wars minifigures that I want to add to the collection. And the list is started off with Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars Rebels, and I've always wanted a Grand Admiral Thrawn minifigure in my collection, and I feel like the one that LEGO has is definitely a bit simple, but I feel like nothing is wrong with a simple minifigure design if it is a good design, and I think this one looks really nice. I really want to add this minifigure to my LEGO collection. I hear we're getting one with the new Ahsoka wave in the summer though, so I might hold off on this one, but he did originally come out in the Phantom 2 set from I think 2017, so he is a bit expensive as he is rare, and he recently appeared in live action for the first time. And another character I want also from Star Wars Rebels is the Star Wars Rebels version of the Ahsoka minifigure. This is the only Ahsoka I do not have in my LEGO collection, so the completionist in me wants this minifigure. This is also just a very detailed minifigure and one of the rarest ones too, so I kind of want to have it just to say I have it, but it's also a really nicely designed Ahsoka minifigure too. I like the newer one from the Ahsoka wave of sets a bit better, but I still think this is a great minifigure to add to the collection, and she actually came out in the Rebel Combat Frigate, which I think was a Toys R Us exclusive in the United States and was only on store shelves for a very limited time. Another Star Wars Rebels minifigure I want to add to the collection is, of course, Agent Kallus, specifically the one with the helmet. I feel like the helmet is a very unique piece to this minifigure, and the minifigure has great printing throughout. I don't like how a lot of the Rebels minifigures don't have leg printing, but it's not the end of the world. I really like Agent Kallus in the Star Wars Rebels show. I love seeing his redemption arc throughout the entire series, and this will be a great minifigure to add to my cast of Star Wars Rebels minifigures, and he came out in the ATDP from I think 2014 or 15, which was with the original LEGO Star Wars Rebels lineup of sets. And another Star Wars minifigure I really want to add to the collection is Agen Kolar, who of course came out in the Palpatine's Arrest set. I really love getting all the different species of LEGO Jedi minifigures in my collection, and this is one that I am missing, and he's also a very sought after minifigure. I think it's around $80 for a brand new one in the US as of making this video, and he's got a very unique design. This is definitely a minifigure that will stand out amongst your other Star Wars minifigures, and it's one that I definitely want to add to the collection. He again came out in the Palpatine's Arrest set, which is a very sought after LEGO Star Wars set, which is why he is so expensive. And another one of the Star Wars minifigures that I would like to add to my collection is the Episode 2 Padawan Anakin minifigure. I already have a ton of Anakin Skywalker minifigures, but this is one that I am missing in my collection. I love the print detailing, especially the Padawan braid on the torso, and it's a really unique minifigure. He came out in about 2 sets. One came with a green lightsaber, one came with his actual blue lightsaber that we can see in this picture, and it's a really nice minifigure that still holds up 10 years later. And the big set that he came out in was the Republic gunship from 2013, but he also came out in Ventress's custom Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter, which also had Ventress in it. And then another LEGO Star Wars minifigure that I'd like to add to my collection is another minifigure from Palpatine's Arrest, the only other one I don't have, which is, of course, Chancellor Palpatine in that Episode 3 Sith Eyes outfit. I think this minifigure looks really cool, and it's probably my second favorite Chancellor Palpatine design, only after the new one that we got in the Coruscant Guard gunship. It's a really nice minifigure. It's a very simple design, but again, like I said earlier, simple isn't always bad as long as the design of the actual minifigure is good, and I feel like this is a really really solid Palpatine. I think it has the best face prints out of any of the Palpatine minifigures that we have gotten. And then the next one, also from the Clone Wars and the prequel era, is Pong Krell. I feel like this really reminds me of the Lord Garmadon minifigures that we got back in the day, but he's very unique, and I love Pong Krell. He's one of those villains that you hate so much that you end up liking him, because he's a very unique villain in the Clone Wars, and the minifigure I feel like is even more unique, and I really want to add it to my LEGO collection. It's one of those minifigures that I've wanted for some time now, and he's not too expensive. I think he's around $40 if you want him in good condition, and he appears in the Z95 Headhunter set. And really cool minifigure, very unique LEGO Star Wars minifigure. And another one, this list is mainly Clone Wars themed. I feel like we have the Phase 1 ARC Trooper from that battle pack back in the day, and I feel like the print details on this are amazing. I also love how we have the actual cloth comma pieces and the pauldrons, which is something we took for granted back in the day, because we don't really see that anymore with LEGO Star Wars clone minifigures. And just from head to toe, this minifigure is so detailed, and he came out in the Elite Clone Trooper and Commando Droid battle pack from back in the day, and I really want this minifigure in my collection. Another clone trooper that I want is the Phase 1 Captain Rex, mainly because of nostalgia. I feel like this is one of my most nostalgic LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars minifigures out there. It's a very simple design, and albeit it is a bit dated, if I'm being completely honest, but I have both of the Phase 2 Captain Rexes, and the completionist in me wants the Phase 1 design as well too. It'd be fun to add to the LEGO collection, and he came out in a wide variety of LEGO Star Wars sets, but one of the ones that I remember him coming out, and also one that my brother had, was the 2008 ATTE Walker. And the next minifigure on this list, another Phase 1 clone commander, is Commander Cody. He is a really cool design, and this was actually the only Commander Cody we had up until about 2 years ago when we got introduced to the Phase 2 design and the ATTE from 2022, but I feel like this minifigure still holds up today. I love the Phase 1 design. It'd be cool to have him displayed next to his helmet that we got a few years back, so this would be really fun to get my hands on. And he came out in the Geonosis Starfighter set, though I also feel like he was in a few other sets, but I could be wrong. And then another minifigure that I've wanted to add to my collection for ages, but this is one of the most expensive ones on this list, is the Cloud City Lando Calrissian minifigure. This is the perfect LEGO Star Wars minifigure in my opinion. I love the printed cape details we have here. The face prints are great on this minifigure, and I see literally zero problems with this minifigure except for its price, which is of course very expensive because he is exclusive to the Betrayal at Cloud City LEGO set from I think 2018, which I do not have, and unfortunately probably will never have due to its absurd price. And then I also would really like to add the fifth brother to my LEGO collection. He is another great cast from the Star Wars Rebels lineup of figures. We did get an updated one from the Kenobi show, but I love the face prints of this minifigure a whole lot more than the newer minifigure. I feel like it's a lot more expressive and it looks really cool, and also part of me really wants this minifigure for the nostalgia. I loved Star Wars Rebels, watching that growing up as it came out, and I would love to get my hands on this minifigure. He came out in the Captain Rex's ATTE set from Star Wars Rebels. This was from Season 2, so would love to get that set and the minifigure in my collection. And then I also would really like to add Phase 1 Commander Wolf to my collection. This is the only Wolf minifigure we have as of recording this. They haven't come out with a Phase 2 version yet, but at least the Phase 1 model of the Wolf minifigure still holds up today. I really love the print detailing as well as the comma and the visor that we get for him, and he's very unique design, and I think it is a solid minifigure. Wolf has always been one of my favorite clone commanders, and he's unfortunately locked behind the Republic Frigate LEGO set, which is very expensive now, meaning the minifigure is also expensive. I think he's around $120 if you're lucky. And another minifigure I want to get is Director Krennic from Rogue One. I didn't really collect LEGO during Rogue One, so I don't have like any Rogue One minifigures in my collection, unfortunately, and it sucks because most of the Rogue One minifigures are so well detailed. Even if they are a bit simple, I think they look really nice, and Director Krennic is no exception. He's a really cool character in the Star Wars universe, and I would love to have him in my LEGO collection, and it's a nice looking minifigure. And he of course came out in Director Krennic's shuttle from the Rogue One line of sets, so really want to get this guy in my LEGO collection. And then one of the last minifigures that I'll show off in today's video is, of course, Pre Vizsla from Star Wars The Clone Wars. This has been on my wanted list for ages now. It's one of the most unique LEGO Mandalorian minifigures we have gotten, and 11 years later, he still holds up. My favorite part of this minifigure is the printing on the helmet and also on the torso, and one of the most unique parts of this minifigure and what dictates part of its value, it's around $120, I think even more expensive now too, is that printed pauldron we have on the side of him, and it looks so nice. It is one of my favorite Mandalorian minifigures. Hopefully we'll get him one day, and he does come out in the Pre-Vizsla Mandalorian Starfighter set, which I think is from 2012, though I could be wrong, but those are 15 of my most wanted LEGO Star Wars minifigures as of recording this video, so I would love to get all of these guys in my LEGO collection, but if you've been counting as we've kind of been going through the choices, the grand total for this is like well over $1,000 for just these minifigures, so I probably won't have any of these guys anytime soon, but one can dream, and it is fun to make these lists. So definitely let me know what you guys thought of the video down in the comments. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy it and comment what you thought, but that is all for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.